In Texas, convicted killer Daniel Perry is a free man this morning after Governor Greg Abbott grants a rare pardon. The Army sergeant was found guilty last year for the 2020 murder of a Black Lives Matter protester in Austin and was serving a 25-year sentence. NewsNation's Stephanie Haynes joining us live from Dallas this morning. Good morning, Stephanie. So the Texas Board of Pardons and Paroles giving Perry a lot more than his freedom.
Yeah, Hannah, absolutely. Look, Perry is already waking up at home this morning. Totally a free man. He is out of custody. And not only that, as you said, the Board of Pardons and Paroles has voted to fully restore his gun rights. This was a unanimous vote by the board to recommend this pardon. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott immediately weighing in, saying, quote, Texas has one of the strongest stand your ground laws of self-defense that cannot be nullified by a jury or a progressive district attorney. So let's back up a little bit, Hannah. This is what happened back in 2020. Perry fatally shot Garett Foster during this Black Lives Matter protest in downtown Austin. Investigators say Perry was driving an Uber. He drove through the crowd. The crowd then surrounded his car, and that is what sort of began that interaction with Foster. Both men were legally armed that night, and there are conflicting reports as to who raised their rifle. Perry shot and killed Foster from inside his car and always claimed it was in self-defense. Foster never fired. So after the trial, a jury found Perry guilty. And then immediately after that verdict, Governor Greg Abbott publicly demanded that the parole board take up Perry's case. After the decision to pardon, which is about a year later after the fact, the Travis County District Attorney now responding in part, the board and the governor have put their politics over justice and made a mockery of our legal system. They should be ashamed of themselves. Now, one of the criticisms in this case is surrounding this story about the lead detective who says that he was told to withhold evidence when he was called to testify in front of the grand jury. So maybe that would have prevented Perry from being indicted in the first place. But that detective did end up testifying as a defense witness at trial in 2023. The board said that they did this meticulous review of all of the elements in this case. And Hannah, according to a former prosecutor and current defense attorney, as you said, getting the governor to sign off on a pardon is not common.
Of the ones that make it past the screening, make it past the board, actually get recommended for clemency and make it to the governor's office, less than 5% of those are ever actually granted by the governor.
We spoke with the attorney who represents the surviving fiance of Garett Foster, who tells us she is obviously heartbroken, devastated, feels abandoned by the justice system. And we should also note that Foster served in the U.S. Air Force. Hannah.
A lot of development. Stephanie Haynes live in Dallas. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.